Williams. Speaking of horses, we're here at the Virginia Horse Festival, and it's running in March of 2015. At the same time as the Secretariat birthday celebration. And we are in the Secretariat booth right now. Behind me, a beautiful picture, full life-size picture of Secretariat. And we're certainly glad to be here. The festival, the 45th birthday of Secretariat, all going on. So let's take a look at everything that's happening right here in Doswell. Virginia Horse Festival. Speaking of horses, my guest, Brock Griffith. And Brock and Willow. Hi, Willow.
Hi.
This must be your dad, right?
Yeah.
I knew that. All right. Welcome, both of you. And Brock, you're doing clinics here. Tell us a little bit about your involvement here at the Virginia Horse Festival.
Well, it's good to be here, Wayne. First of all, thanks for having us. And, yeah, we're here at the Virginia Horse Festival this year. Been here every year. They've had this event for, I think, going 8 or 9 years now. I've been involved with this event since 2008. I participated in a colt starting competition. I think I've won 3 or 4 of the colt starting competitions they've had here. And just been blessed to be part of this event from the beginning. And it's a good event. They got lots of great clinicians, lots of great vendors and shopping and demonstrations, events. This weekend they're having the Mustang Makeover here, which is great to see. We're just enjoying, sharing our love of horses and what we do with people.
Well, that's great. Now, you were telling me just a moment ago that Willow is going to be the next Stacy Westfall. All right, Willow, tell us what you do.
I do barrel racing and I also do roping. And
hang on a minute. I want you to do me a favor. I know cowgirls don't like this. Tip your hat back so we can see your face. You can't see your face. There we go. Now tell us what you do.
I do barrel racing and I do roping and I do a little bit of jumping.
Does your horse do it too?
Yes, he does.
What's your favorite?
It's hard to pick a favorite, but if I had to pick one, I'd pick Aztec, my Mustang.
And what's your favorite discipline? Do you like barrels better? Do you like jumping better? What?
Definitely barrel racing.
Ah, you're a barrel racer. Okay.
Yeah.
So you get in that barrel racing a lot. Do you always complain about the dirt not being right when you're going around the barrels?
No, you can't do anything about the dirt or anything. It's you're there to have fun, and there's no reason to complain.
Yeah. Oh, you're right. You're there to have fun. However, if there was like $10,000 on the line, you might complain, right?
Maybe just a little.
So, how long you been riding?
Ever since I guess was born.
You're one of those that you might have even gone on a trail ride just before you were born. You just don't know it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I figured that. Yeah. So, you helping your dad out here this weekend?
Yeah, we're doing some clinics and stuff out here, and I get to help him with some of the stuff.
Well, that's good. That's good. And I assume you love it.
Yeah, I love this stuff.
Yeah. There's something about girls and horses, right?
Yeah.
So, Brock, tell us what you've been up to, say, the last year or two since we really talked to you last.
Oh, just staying busy, working with horses, training a lot of outside horses, starting a lot of colts. doing clinics, helping people with their problems and with their issues, and just helping people get a good relationship with their horse. That's what it's all about, is teaching people that they can get along with their horses and that they can be confident and that they can do it if they just apply themselves and learn a little bit and practice.
Well, and the key to that, too, is that it's not just training the horse. If you don't train the operator, as we would say, pilot error, right, you still don't have the package together. That's
right. I find that, training horses is the horses are the easy part, but training the owners is important too. When horses come into my program, I like for people to come and be a part of it. And I always say that, my success depends on theirs, and I want them to be successful with their horses.
I have watched a few times. I was in Denver one time at the pre-stock show, quarter horse show. And, Jerry Wells, who was a huge quarter horse trainer for years, went in the open division as the trainer of the horse and got a grand champion. Then the owner of the horse, who apparently didn't spend much time with the horse, just had Jerry do all the training, took over, went in the amateur division and couldn't get anything. And it wasn't the horse. Yeah. It was the owner who hadn't put in the time.
That's right. Putting in the time, practice, trying, and learning is what it's all about. The horses aren't machines. They're not just push button. They're living, breathing beings like we are, and they have to be communicated with and gotten along with and helped along the way.
Well, that's true. Now, you're not too far from this Richmond-Doswell area, are you?
We're about 4.5 hours from here. We're in central North Carolina, outside of Greensboro.
Okay, I knew you were in the region, but still, the mainstay of what you're doing is bringing horses into your place and actually training and riding them. So you stay firsthand on top of what's going on. By keeping horses that you're training for people in the barn, you stay firsthand on it, right?
Yes, sir.
There's a lot to that, because there are those that don't do that anymore. And when you're out doing clinics, it's like a guy that doesn't have a driver's license trying to teach driving. You've got to stay on top of what you're doing.
Well, that's true. I think, for me, staying involved and continuing to work with young horses and have those new experiences keeps me growing, keeps me fresh, and keeps me in tune with the people who are here too. The people that we work with most of the time are people who are new to horses or getting back into horses or who are lacking confidence, who are wanting to learn. And, it's easy for a lot of people to get so advanced, I think, that they can't relate to those people. And for me, I've had some injuries in the past. I broke my neck a year or two ago and was paralyzed for a little bit. But I understand what...
Girlfriends growing up. We started riding lessons together. And then she has...
Smile, we're on camera.
Hi.
Long distance. Yeah. That was the one they said he wouldn't be able to do. It was too far.
I have one more.
It's kind of like going down the road, all right? He didn't show us a big step. He didn't feel like, this was a lot of space. And in other words, the racetrack, you're not usually going to see a super spot. You're on pavement, right outside of the shed road. But you can see whether they kind of look like they lift and down, have a little bit of suspension, or if they feel really heavy beforehand. Now that doesn't matter if it's a trail horse, it doesn't matter if it's a polo pony, it doesn't matter if it's looking for a horse to be barrel racing. You almost want to know a little else about maybe, so you're looking for a horse to be size, or the event horse, or even a show hunter where the horse has got to have a little bit of nice swing, suspension that you stretch. That's kind of how we're going to look at it. So I was okay with that. And everybody likes a big horse, right? Even though it might not be suitable, it might not make any sense. So we sell it, a big apple gray, 17 man, yellow, everybody wants that. You make some money on it, some training it yourself. So we kind of like that one. let's look at Secretariat over here. Secretariat is not particularly happy about his environment right here. But he looks intelligent to me. He's kind of licking his lips every once in a while as he walks around.
Hey, speaking of horses, we're here at the Virginia Horse Festival. And boy, I'm really honored to be sitting here next to Harry Delisle. Now, Harry was the subject of a book years ago, and it is the $80 Champion. And Harry is with us. The horse was Snowman. And we got a movie coming out, got a lot of things. Harry, tell us a little bit about the history of you and Snowman and then how the book developed.
Well, it's very simple, really. I was looking for a school horse, and I went to New Holland, and I got a flat tire going on the turnpike. And the sale was over when I got there. And I saw Snowy on the van, and then I picked him, and I told him he looked like a nice, quiet horse. And I thought he would make him very good beginner's horse. And that's what he did. And there he went. And there he was champion of the United States in 58, 59, 60, 62, and 63.
5 years?
5 years.
5 years champion on the $80 Champion, the horse Snowman.
Yeah.
And you had Snowman till he was 30, right?
Till he was 30. And he's buried on my farm. And that put a few tears in my eyes. Then HBO come and they took a movie of it. And he was that close to me. And I want to thank every American person that I can get a horse. And there he is. And he was champion for 6 years.
Wow. Now, Harry, the book came out. When did the book first come out?
Well, in 1960, Rupert Montgomery came out with a book. And then there was Snowman, the Cinderella horse, was another book that came out right away behind it. And that was for little kids. Now, they're writing all new books, and I cannot keep track of it. I just a farm boy.
But this book is the $80 Champion, Snowman, the horse that inspired the nation. Now, this one was written by Elizabeth Letts.
Yeah.
Now, they have since, actually, at the time of this interview, which is the Virginia Horse Festival, the end of March of 2015, you're about 2 weeks away from the premiere of the movie, which is going to premiere in Raleigh, North Carolina. And the movie title is?
It's called Snowman.
Snowman, okay.
Yep.
And it premieres, the 9th, 10th, and 11th of April, something like that, right? 9th, 10th, 11th of April in Raleigh, all right? So I know we got people here watching that are going, oh, wow, it's coming up quick, right? But what about the movie? Were you involved in the making of the movie?
Yeah, they got my pictures on it, and they got my son's pictures, and they got Morris. George Morris is in it, and there is David Doubleday. He's the announcer, and he's in it, and they're all in it.
They're all in it. Well, Harry, now you originally are from Holland, right?
Yeah, I was in the war in Holland, and then one of the parachute troopers got killed in Holland, and we buried him, and my sisters put flowers on the grave and sent pictures to his mother. And she sponsored me to come to the United States.
Now, when did you come to the States?
1950.
1950 you came to the States. And I know it's no secret, but you just had a birthday, or you just have a birthday coming, and you're how old?
I'm going to be 88 years old in September 21st.
And you are still riding horses?
Still riding horses.
Yeah. and training and doing
I'm doing
clinics.
everything.
I met you a couple of years ago when we were up at the Raceway here in Richmond, and we did an interview, and you were doing clinics there.
Oh, yes. Don't worry.
Yeah.
I did everything. Everything. And you see that young lady standing there?
Yeah.
She rides Snowy, the little champion.
Oh, wow.
He's leading the champion of Virginia.
Well, I'll tell you, it's quite a story about how you came here from Holland, how you found this horse by luck of the draw, so to speak, the $80 champion, and then the book all about how well you did. Now the movie premiere. So what are you going to do in the next 30 years?
I just try to stay alive.
That's the answer I was looking for, because you've been telling people as they visit the booth here, and I've been very pleased to have you in my Speaking of Horses booth this afternoon, but you've been telling people that as long as horses are in your life, you have got a smile on your face, so, right?
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
Yep.
And you're going to keep those horses there, right?
I keep them there.
That's great.
And why you think one got the name Snowy? He's called after Snowman, and he's white.
There you go.
And the young girl, we were offered money yesterday. I said, I don't want to sell him.
Well, it's quite a story. I mean, you've done a fantastic job, with Snowman, your career in horses, and all of your career as you move through coming from Holland to the United States and everything you've done. And we're just really happy to have a chance to talk to you. And now with the movie, everything you've done is going to be logged right in. So, Harry, thank you.
Yeah, thank you. No, I want to thank every American give me the chance. I only 8 years in this country. I champion Madison Square Garden. Fantastic. Harry, thank you very much. You're very welcome. Right. And thank you all. Speaking of horses, Harry Delaire, and what a story. Movie comes out in April of 2015. Go see it.
Watermelon, and then months later, we're like.
Speaking of horses, we're here, Virginia Horse Festival. And this is a beautiful Sunday morning. My guest this morning is Nicole Zoet Ostermeyer. Correct. And I got it right?
Yeah, you got it right.
You're originally from Belgium.
Mm-hmm.
You're here doing clinics. So first of all, welcome on this fine Sunday morning. And secondly, tell us a little bit about what you're doing and how you wound up here in Virginia.
Okay, let's start with how I winded up here. I was married to a Dutchman, and of course that's the Zoet name, and he works for Philip Morris. So we came to the tobacco state of the United States, and I always have been working with horses, and of course, Virginia is for horse lovers, and I got a great farm in Powhatan, and I just went on with my hobby. It's always been my profession and my passion, so that's why I'm here, and I want to work with the American public.
So tell us a little bit about the types of clinics you're doing.
Okay, the types of clinics I do, actually I have my own philosophy, and it's called Integrated Horsemanship, and it works for all disciplines, all breeds, and all kind of people. And so you have to see it comes from a big range from dressage, but it also can go to wessage, let's say. That's what I call the Western dressage. Yeah,
I like that.
I like that. But it also goes to driving, and it goes to groundwork. So it kind of flows through all the aspects of horsemanship. And for me, the horses mirror the human. And we all know that, definitely when we are emotional, but also on a physical plane they do. And then what I typically do, I think you have to think of refinement. You already learned something, and then I come in refine. Now, on my card, it also says holistic aspects of riding, and I do work with energy. Or I explain people how energy works. And of course, horses are way more holistic than we are, being animals and being nature. So I sometimes go against the grain from what other horse people say, how you need to work with horses.
Right.
And I think I have a very valuable message. So I can do clinics for people that want to refine. I can do clinics for even handicapped people, because they kind of like, they work on a different, how should I say, sometimes they communicate more telepathically than they can speak words, but they still communicate. And horses really do well with that. They are very available to teach humans what they can improve on.
Well, you said something really interesting there. Horses teach humans, and they really do. They teach us as much, if not more, than we teach them.
That's correct. And that is the basis of my philosophy. The horses already know everything, and they are trying to help us develop as human beings to become angels, actually. Yeah. And so my motto is really like, horses whisper and humans need to learn to listen. So therefore it's also my my focus sometimes lays on, like, see how your horse reacts. You know, people come and ask me, does my saddle fit? And you walk with the saddle towards the horse, and the horse is already turning away, swishing a tail, or maybe kind of lifting a hind leg a little bit, like, hello. And what do? We just want to put the saddle on, and we don't pay attention to the horse. Then we put the saddle on, and then the horse nips at us, and then we get angry about that. And he actually is giving a very valuable message.
Well, you know, part of that message is, you know, and I've been through this myself, you have to be careful. You know, you get a different horse, but you get your favorite saddle.
Yeah.
And you say, I love that saddle, it fits me so good. But the one that has to be just as comfortable, if not more comfortable, with that saddle is the horse.
Right, that's correct. And that is where sometimes a lot of mistakes happen. You know, misconceptions starts to come. And of course I can imagine, because there's also a money value, and unfortunately we as humans, we kind of tend to look.
Hi, my name is Laura Brinson. I'm with Cavallor, and I'm very happy to be at the Virginia Horse Festival. And today I get to talk to you a little bit about what Cavallor is about. Cavallor is actually not a new company, as a lot of people think, because I haven't heard of it in the U.S. But we are actually 25 years old, and we're in 50 countries, but we've only been here for about 5. We actually have a plant in Dalton, Georgia, and we have feed, supplements, and care products. What makes Cavallor so unique from other companies in the U.S. is that we are all FEI and Jockey Club safe, as well as our feed uses a patented technology which makes it so unique. For example, we have what we call puff grain technology. Instead of using heat or grinding, we actually use pressure to puff up the grains. What this does is it makes the grains not lose their nutrient value. It also creates a safer starch for the horse so that they can digest it in the foregut, allowing for a decrease in the risk of colic. Cavallor also puts supplements into all of their grains, which is great. But I'm going to just kind of show you one of them in particular. This is our original, Strikamix Original. Wayne, if you'll kind of come over here and sniff this for me. Tell me what you think.
I am the official smeller, or smelly, right? Oh, wow.
Yeah,
it does not smell anything like feed. It's got a very different aroma to it.
Yes, it does. And actually, Cavallor kind of likes to do that on purpose. We believe that feeding your horse should be just as pleasurable for the caregiver as for the horse itself. So this is our Strikamix Original. We actually have 10 feeds that we produce in the U.S. And as well as we have a whole litany of care products and supplements. Cavalier is sponsored by many top riders. A couple in the U.S. in particular are Will Coleman from Virginia, Kent Barrington, Stephen Peters, and Jan Ebling, just to name a few. But Cavalier has the unique reputation of crossing its nutrition into every discipline. We have sponsored riders that are Arabian riders, Western riders, so we really believe in the whole nutrition of the horse, not just focusing on one discipline. And then this is our newest feed product. This is actually called Fiber Force. This is becoming very popular. This is a whole grain free feed. It is actually very low in starches and sugars at 3 and 5%, and it has 26% fiber. This was specifically designed for horses with gastrointestinal issues such as ulcers or laminitis, Cushing's, insulin resistance. So this is quickly gaining popularity amongst our consumers. And then, like I said, we have a whole array of supplements and care products, and they're all Jockey Club and FEI safe, which as I was a previous trainer and competitor, I know that is definitely important, so that when you're using something, you don't ever have to worry that your horse might actually, test positive for something that you know. More popular ones are Free Bute. This obviously does not have bute in it, and it will not be harmful to the stomach, exacerbating if the horse has maybe ulcers, as well as we have gastrate paste. This can be used in a number of different ways. It can be used as a treatment for ulcers, preventative as well, and this is an awesome product because it's also fairly reasonable. And the care products. One thing that Cavalier does is it does a lot of field testing on its products before they ever reach the market. So Cavalier has earned a reputation of when you buy a Cavalier product, you know it's going to work. A couple examples here are our hygienic wash. This is great for dealing with skin infections like scratches or rain rot, as well as you can use it for cleaning sheaths and udders, and for treating cleaning open wounds. And then we've got the Musk Cooler. This can be used with or without bandages, and it's kind of like a liniment, but you know that it will not burn your horse if you use this. And this is one of our most popular, especially considering the winter and the wet weather. It's our dry feet. This is for horses that are suffering from maybe thrush. And what's nice about this product is you don't have to use much of it. Use it for once or twice a day for 5 days, and then about once a week. So it's not going to dye your hands or your clothes. But yeah, so Cavalier is a very unique company, and I'm really happy to be a part of it. And we'd always be happy to answer any questions. You can find more information at www.cavalier.com.
Well, the Secretariat birthday party, the Virginia Horse Festival, all in the books for 2015, and we are here. Glad you joined us. We'll see you next time on Speaking of Horses.